So we'll first work on rendering the messages uploaded using the image option, and then in the next section we'll work on rendering the files uploaded using the file option. So the first thing we need to actually do is go into conversations.ts inside our backend. And at the bottom, if you remember, we have this function that takes in the type of the message and then returns what content to send. So now we have two different types of messages added. We have the case text as before, of course, but we also have case of image. And in this case, we want to return a text which just says image. And remember, this is the text that's shown in the conversations list. So this is just the last message that was sent in the chat. So for case of file, we'll say return file and save. Another thing we need to do is go into next config. And since these images aren't coming from our own website and they're coming from upload thing, we need to tell Next.js to allow these images to be downloaded onto our website. So we'll add an images option over here, and we'll say that the allowed domains are an array. Firstly, we have img.clerk.com just in case clerk is showing any images like avatars or anything. But we also have utfs.io, which I assume is upload thing file service. So we'll save. And now we can get started with actually showing the images. So let's go all the way to the top where we have the conversation ID folder, and then inside components body we'll create another component called image preview.tsx. Let's just do a quick tsrafce. Then let's go into message.tsx, and if you remember, we had this case where we check for type is equal to text, and if it wasn't, we rendered null. So below that we can just add another type and check type is equal to image, which is what we're focusing on in this lesson. And if it is, render the image preview component, otherwise render null. And we'll be taking in a prop which will be called URLs, which is the URLs of the